Hello everyone, this is Kathleen and it is late afternoon and I am here. I've been working hard all day long and this desk is so messy, but I decided that I would turn on the camera and show you how I am making some ephemera for the strawberry journal, the design team for Stacy. So I got the button sewn on. I got the inside cover done, and I started making some ephemera, and then I decided that I would show you some of it, what I'm doing. This was a really big kit. Let me put the book aside, and there's a lot of ephemera pieces of pictures of strawberries, and she really has been very generous with the images in this kit. And so what I do when I finish decorating the journal, and then it's time, to stuff it. What I do is I go through and I count the pockets and the tuck spots, and then I make these little tick marks about what I need. So I know I need 7 folded papers, or papers, journal papers, to go in pockets and tucks. It looks like I need 13 regular cards, journal cards, and 1 particularly large journal card, 4x5 by 6 3/4, for a particular pocket. And then I need 5 small tags and 3 tall-ish tags. I have a couple tags already made, but this is now what I need. So that's quite a bit of ephemera, but thankfully there's a lot of images left that I haven't used as, elements in the journals. So that's what I need, and so this is what I'm gonna do. So the next step, once I know what I need, then I go through my stash, my stuff, and I start looking for things that I have already made, and looking for blank things, that would work. So I go through my papers. I know I'm going to need 7 papers. So I go through my papers and start pulling things out, like papers that are already folded. This is some pretty, I'm not even sure what kind of paper it is, but it's like a tissue paper or tracing paper, but it's an off color, and I really like that. It's vintage. And then, I have some little folded papers like this that I can use. I have, just kind of a whole stack of things. This is a little tag, a little tag, a little tag. Here's a time check. These are vintage index card size. A receipt. This is a recipe card that the colors were perfect. And then a little piece of antique ledger, part of an address book, just a little notepad. So those will work. And here's another note paper, another vintage note paper, another vintage note paper. This is some pretty off-white with greenish grids marked. This is just some paper, the children's writing paper that's been coffee dyed and folded. Here is a coffee dyed paint chip that I have sanded the back. You can kind of faintly see the printing under there, but I like to sand them, and then that makes a nice journaling spot. Then I can decorate the front. Here is a piece of really beautiful linen. Yeah, it's linen stationery. I'm sure it's antique, so I don't think I want to coffee dye it, but I am gonna just fold it, and that can be one of the folded papers. So I think I've got the papers taken care of. And then I also look for scraps in my scrap box. This could be folded and made into a journal paper. I think we'll do that. So, and while I've got it, I just round the corners, put that over there. I might maybe later put a decoration on it. Here is an index card that I hand dyed, smushed with distress ink. So I might do some stamping on that. So we'll put that here. Here is a tag that was in my stash. I think I got this in some ephemera. So that's ready to go. This is a digital image that is just text, and I just did some water stain on it, and so I will just clip those corners, and that will be ready to go. It could be stamped or some little strawberry something put on it. Here's another stained card, and this is embossed, some packaging of some kind. I could make a tag from that. And here are some more, just some scraps. Neutral, ooh, that would be pretty. Maybe in that large, I could make a large card with that. Okay, so, yeah, I think I like that. That large card was, what was it? 4.5 by 6 and almost 7. So this needs to be 6, 7, 5, 4.5, and 4.5 is 9. So let me cut that at 9. And fold it over. So now the width is fine. The length is a little short of 6. I think this is 6, and it needs to be 6 3/4, but we're just gonna go with this, I think. And if it won't work in that large pocket, then it might work somewhere else. Okay, so we have that little pile over here, and let me take out the ones that might need to be decorated still, and leave the other ones with the journal. So these are all vintage papers. Okay, so I'll put those over here with the journal, and we'll leave that over here. Okay, so now I just have all of these piles of things, you know, that now need to be, I know they need to be decorated. So then I just start making ephemera, and today what I want to do is I think I have gone through my antique newspapers and cut out some ads out of the back of magazines, and I have some newspaper that I have, you know, torn, and because this and then I have taken the images and from the kit and cut them. The reason why I'm doing newspaper and grungy antique is because so many of the images that Stacy has used in this kit are from the newsprint kinds of catalogs for gardening, strawberries, and I like that look, and so that's kind of the way I've done the journal, is kind of this rustic, you know, with the wood and some, you know, burlap. That's kind of what the mood that I'm going for. So this will work really well. And so let me just start. So I've got a couple of tags here kind of ready to do with you, and I just have to kind of make some room. I kind of want to leave, this is my paper stuff to tear from. Here are the fussy cut images and the other images that can be torn or used. They're beautiful. Many of them are just really lovely in this kit. So I want to make a master board to these two tags and then this small tag. So let's start with these two small tags first, and then we'll do those two. So this one's going to be easy. We'll just do that and get it out of the way. So this was in my stash. It was a very pleasant pink, you know, pattern underneath there. And it was too pretty. I needed to grunge it. And so I did that with some coffee and some distress dye and some splatters and some, I made some of my own spray ink with the leftover Easter egg stuff. And that bottle is leaking, so I need to get something out of the trash, and I don't want it to stain my table. So I'll put that over here. And that's why my hands are stained, by the way. Anyway, so I think that I like the way it turned out. I just did some coffee dyeing on the back for journal space. But here is what we're going to do. We're going to do this little notebook, just torn paper. I just have put together, glued a little at the top, because what I want to do is put this. This is one of the ephemera images from the kit, and I'm just going to make this little notebook. So I'm going to put that on there and then get my little tiny stapler, line everything up, and put a couple of staples on there. And then I'm just going to glue this, the back of this, onto this tag. And this is going to make a particular kind of tag, and I have a spot for it in the journal. It's going to hang over. It's going to go into a pocket, but then it's going to hang over the pocket. So that's glued on, and we need to, here, let's tie a bow. Lately, I have not been making that, you know, the initial tie. I just have been tying the bow and then gluing it, because I'm trying to avoid that knot. Yeah. So I want kind of to save some bulk in the journal, and any way I can do that, I am glad to try to do. So rather than make the knot to have it stay, I would rather put a little bit of glue on it. There we go. Okay, there's that one. Now it's done, and that'll go in the pocket. So I like that. So that's done. Put that over there. Okay, now this next one, I need my glue book. Where did I put it? Here it is. Here. All right. So I'm going to start just with this. It's just a piece of scrapbook paper, a scrap in my box, and I'm going to put one of those on, and then I'm going to, I think we'll start with this one. It's just an ad out of an antique magazine. start with that, and this is going to be kind of, you know, off the edge. This is how my scissors get really grimy. All right, and then I think I'll put yeah, let's just put this down. Slice that off. Okay. And then I want another one kind of on top of that. And then I'm going to use, this came, it's a fussy cut from a gardening book. Just, you know, vintage and torn. Maybe I need it going that way though to cover up that white. Yeah, I think I'll put it there. I could fold that around the back. I think I will. Just fold that around the back. All right, and now this on top. I hope we get done before I lose my light. It's kind of late in the afternoon. Okay, now let's get the distress. I may have to come in and do a little more gluing. You know, sometimes glue stick doesn't, it gets brittle, and then when it bends, then it cracks and the glue no longer sticks. So I tend to like to use Fabri-Tac when I can. All right, let's see, we've got this little bit of jute that was in my bits basket. So let's, I don't know what kind of a tie I want, but I think maybe just a little, yeah, I think we'll just do something like this. All right, so there's that tag. So that's cute. Okay, now let's do these other two next. So these are going to be kind of similar. Yeah, all right, we're going to start with this ad right there. So I think glue stick will work okay for this. Make sure it's straight. All right, and then this, I have fussy cut this. There are, in the kit, there are a lot of these kinds of images, and I have just fussy cut them, and then I'm going to use them here in this way. But one of the things that I need to do is decide where I want this to go. So let me put the lid on this while we talk. So I'm going to do something a little different. This one is going to be, because I cut this in half, it was large, and I cut it in half, and I'm going to split it between these two. So I can, before I show you that, I can glue this one down on this side. Oh, do I like that one better? Make it yourself kit. No, I think I like this one. If you possibly can find an antique magazine of some kind, it would be well worth your buying it. You shouldn't pay more than about $5 for one, but yeah, I really get a lot of use out of the vintage ads. So then this one is going to go here. And so I have these. I want those to be the focal point, but I also, it's very colorless, and so I want to I want to add some color, and I want it to be a little bit of a pop, but I don't want it to be a total focal point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rely on that design principle of hierarchy again, and I'm going to put this kind of behind some way, unless I use this one over here. And if I put it toward the back, then it will necessarily be not, even though the color is important, it won't be the first thing that you see. Maybe I had it this way. Maybe it was that way. No, I think it was this way. And I think it just... Sorry, thought I was prepared for this. Okay, I think I'm going to put it about right there. So the color is still going to be very, very bright, but because it's going to be behind, it is going to recede just a little, and it's not going to be, it will be sort of a competing focal point. I don't know, maybe, yeah, I kind of like that better. Well, but we're going to do Mm. No, I like this one. Okay, so let me get this glued down. We're going to glue the top and then I think I'm going to use this glue. I need to decide where this is going though. I kind of like those stems peeking out. Yeah, okay, so that is going to go right over the mag. All right, here we go. Sorry, this might be a long video. I know some of you only like short or videos that are only like at least less than 30 minutes. And I understand that because that's me. So I kind of don't like to make long videos. We may not get to the masterboard. We may just do these and then I'll do another video and post like the next day. There we go. All right. Okay, I like that. That turned out good. What do you think? I don't know. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's just very, it's very faded, right? But we still have this little bit of color. And these strawberries, by the way, I cut out of a larger image. All right, so now let's do this one. And we'll have to do this one fast because I don't know how we're gonna stick this on. And this one may go on top, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to do something a little different than just stick a focal point on top, you know? So we'll put this one on. And I'm leaving just a peak right over there. And then, yeah, I think we'll put this one just down here. Yep. So that one's not going to hide behind, but that's okay. Okay. All right. Okay, 28 minutes. That's long enough. So we're going to stop there. Whoa. And then tomorrow I will come back and do a masterboard and show you how I'm going to make some other ephemera. But there's 4 things we've made today. Here's this one and this tag and these 2. Thanks for being with me, and we'll see you very soon with another video on ephemera. Thank you.